So upon request of a good old fan of mine called Assad, we're going to be talking today about why I've actually been gone the past 2 years. So it's going to be quite a long story, and I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible, but I'm going to try and explain to you guys in a way so it's going to be much more understandable. Alright, so let's see. Back 2 years ago, I was 18 years old. I was still actually going to school at that time. I was in my 6th year of high school, which is actually in Belgium here, one of the most important years of your school career, because if you graduate, or if you go all the way through the end of the year, you have to appear in front of a jury, and they're going to judge whether you're going to be able to complete your 6th year of high school or you're going to fail your class. So by all means, it's a really important year. Throughout the year, you're just pretty much let alone by your teachers. You're doing your work. I did carpentry, and like doing carpentry, like you're not going to be able to ask a lot of questions. You're all going to do this independently. This comes along with drawing schemes and stuff like that, like building plans and stuff, and like making big projects for customers. So what I had to do was make a huge closet or a cabinet or whatever you call it in English. I don't even know. There's a picture shown on screen. That's one of the things that I created 2 years ago. So that was my project, and of course I completed my year. But because the year was so important here in Belgium, I decided to focus more on school, which was really needed. Now, because I did carpentry, I had the option to do a 7th year of high school at the same school, and then I could graduate with a higher degree in carpentry. And that's what I decided to do as well. So last year, it was probably one of the worst years in my school career ever. The teacher, I'm going to be straight up honest, was an asshole, and he was really making you doubt yourself if you're going to be even making the year. He was really hard. If you would sit in class, he would just turn on the beamer or the projector, whatever you call it. He would just show PowerPoint slides and would just talk monotone all the way through class. It was boring. It was really heavy on me. I had him on Monday for 6 hours straight. Thursdays I had him the entire 8 hours. Friday I had him 2 hours. I had him more often than any other teacher that year. So it was really hard. If you would do your best during work, or he would literally give you a 5.5, 6 if you're really lucky, 6.5 out of 10 on the way you work, even though you were continuously focused on your work, and you were not fooling around with other classmates or anything. So it was really hard to get, and I really wanted to, of course, achieve that year and not fail my class, because I really wanted to get my degree. So I focused more on school, less on YouTube. I uploaded maybe a few times a video on YouTube, but it wasn't really active or anything. I did one promotion video for Carrot Bars International, which is a company I work with. It's related to gold, but it has nothing really to do with YouTube. It was just to, give it some more attention, I guess I could say. Throughout those 2 years, I had some moments that I was gaming a lot, but I wasn't at the same time. So I had a moment I would play a few days in the week, Rainbow Six Siege, for a few hours, and I would love it, and then all of a sudden I would just be done with it again for an entire month or two, and that's how I kind of lived my life the past 2 years. Also last year, what took a really big portion of my time when I was not in school was the fact that I had gotten into cryptocurrencies. I trade a lot with cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, and that's one of the things that I was really busy with, which I still am today. But because of that, and reading graphs and making price predictions, when to sell, when to buy in, it took a lot of time, and it was time that I couldn't devote into YouTube. Now that I'm 20, a lot has changed. I no longer go to school. I graduated, of course, but then the sad thing is, again, I've got one full-time job, and then every Saturday I work at another job at a hardware store, which I did throughout the past year as well. Every Saturday I would work there, so that pretty much remained the same. So I was really busy with that, and also 2 years ago, when I really kind of started to quit on YouTube, I got a job in the weekends on Saturday and Sundays mostly. That was in a restaurant, I really loved it actually. I like working in a restaurant. It's really cool because, you know, the social communication with customers, I really enjoyed it. But then I quit my job, and then we're like back in September of last year when I got the job where I currently work at every Saturday as well. So that's like the majority that I've been up to. That I really wanted to quit YouTube. If you're asking that or wondering that. At the time, yes, I did so as well, because obviously I was still playing PlayStation 3 for the majority, and I uploaded a few times a PS4 gameplay, but it wasn't getting nearly enough attention than any of my other modding videos, so I was kind of forced into, you know, just let it be and try and grow again eventually, because the majority of my fans, of course, were PS3 related, and then me jumping onto PS4 way too late, as I should have. The PlayStation was out for like a few years already before I even got the PS4, so I was late on that trend as well. I'm trying to catch in now. I'm trying to do my best. The main reason why I actually upgraded to an Elgato HD60S and I bought a new headset and everything is just to record videos again, because I really want to go back into that grind that I used to be 2 years ago. Now I know a lot has changed. YouTube has changed itself, which I'm actually thinking of making a video about. But so far, it is really struggling to, you know, maintain good viewers and stuff like that. So what I'm asking you guys to do is, if you really enjoyed this video and you want to really continue to support me, be sure to share my channel around with your friends. Let them know about me. Would be really awesome. The gameplay in the background, it wasn't too great. I had some few crazy moments where I was probably really lucky, but it is what it is. I'm gonna wrap up this video here, guys, though. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Be sure to share it around. Also on screen right now is my Snapchat. If you want to go and add me on there, feel free to do it. Send me a Snapchat of what the hell you're up to today, and whatever, maybe I'll message you back. So thank you for watching. It's me, Will Crystal, and I'll see y'all later. Adios.